What's going on, everybody? I got another video for you guys today, and before we go any further, I just want to apologize to everybody. I've been pretty busy after work and I haven't really had the opportunity to get any good content for you guys, but I did have a match that I do want to share with everybody, and I think that everybody will enjoy it. So it was a pretty good late game. I wanted to try out a new strategy. Not new because it's definitely used all the time, but I wanted to pretty much showcase the new power and update to the dartling gunner. So if you don't know, from the last update that Ninja Kiwi put out, dartling gunner has gotten a new upgrade with the X4 upgrade. It has gotten pretty much double in pierce, and it is pretty much a lot stronger than what it used to be, and can defend a lot further in the late games. And something I discovered in the middle of this game was that so pretty much if you're relying only on Ray of Dooms, which I had to get due to my opponent realizing my strategy, and he I guess didn't think he was going to be able to outplay me, so he started rushing me earlier than I would have expected. So I had Ray of Dooms going on, and I was starting to lose in this game, if I'm not mistaken, and I actually ended up having to get the X4 upgrade, so that way we could get stronger pierce against the ZOMG layers that he was sending me. So pretty much it went really late, and it was a really good game, and I ended up rushing him back once I was able to get everything defended, and it was a really good game overall. So right off the bat, it was a pretty big mistake for him to be ecoing, as I brought copy eco, but I wasn't farming all that great either. I was playing very passively, defending anything he was going to send against me, just because I wanted to save all the lives that I could. And he was playing well, as he should. He was sending space balloons so that way I could get defense, and he was ecoing as best he could. But once we copied his eco the first time around, we were able to start farming much better, and then slowly we're building up our defenses. Go ahead and this round put down a glue gunner because he's starting to send yellows, and obviously dartling gunner struggles a little bit more with group balloons, and a glue is really the perfect partner for dartling gunner. Ice is also very great. But I don't like how in the early rounds ice, as it freezes the balloons, yes, it pops them, but it also doesn't allow the dartling gunner to pop the frozen balloons. So that's my only thing against it. But glue and ice are both really good. I'm sure ninja would be really good because you could slow everything down 50%. And all right, so anyways, right now we're ecoing as best we can. Round 11 comes around. He gets his village ready, preparing for any camo balloons I might send him, which I didn't plan on it. I didn't want to rush him, as I did want to go late game. I did ask him for a late game in the beginning, and he brought the perfect strategy. And here I'm sending just a small rush, a baby rush. Nothing crazy. I didn't want to overwhelm him, but we got to keep him on his toes. We can't just allow him to get greedy. I mean, it's round 13 and he's already got 978 eco. That's ridiculously good, and he still has another super eco boost. So yeah, it was he was ecoing very well. He got pretty greedy. In round 14, I barely got my bank. Which I think I was just here. I was cashing it out as much as I could and getting as much money as I could from it, just so that I could get that BIA round 14 as well. So we got it, and he didn't rush us anymore, which was really good. We were able to continue just casually farming, and here he's spaced ecoing, which is really good on his part. He needs to be able to start saving money to get defense, with which 1300 eco, that was really good. And here I just gave him a little test, sent him a couple of zebra blooms, and I really wanted him to waste his lightnings again, but it didn't seem like he was going to use any more. But he got upgraded on his super monkey, and he defended perfectly fine, so nothing big there. So right now, the next couple rounds, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. All right, so round 20, we already got our factory up. We cashed out our BIA really early, and we got a factory up. And I got the factory up not because I was going for more factories, but because I wanted to build up faster money so that I could get more BIAs quicker. And he's still ecoing. You can see round 20, 2200 eco is freaking ridiculous. It's really, really good. And this made for a really, really good match in the end. Here I get my second BIA. I got plenty of defense just in case of a BFB, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think he does send me one, but not till much later on, probably round 25 maybe, I think. So yeah, pretty much right now we're still just he's still ecoing, building up his money, and I am farming, trying to get as many BIAs as I can. And we're doing a really good job. We have some pretty good defense, and so does he. So we couldn't rush him, and even if we really wanted to, he could easily defend just by upgrading his super monkeys, and he's got glue, so he wouldn't have really struggled very much. And he still has 2 lightnings, which he probably could have used to clean up, you know. So anyways, we're gonna fast forward again, getting some more farms down. He finally got his 3-2 village, and he got a robo monkey, robo super monkey, and he's defending really well for any AI. And we have 5 BIAs, 1 factory, and working on more BIAs. We are also, though, in these next couple rounds, because I know they start getting tougher, we're starting to get more laser cannons. So just to make sure that we don't die to anything dumb. You know, never really want to die to anything dumb, especially AI. But a lot of times you get caught up in either farming, or you may get distracted with something else, and you just can't help it, and you end up losing. But it is what it is, you know. You always just got to do your best, have fun. That's what it's all about. Don't forget that in the end, it's just a game. It doesn't really matter whether you win or lose. Obviously you want to win, but you know, it's just a game, and it's not that big of a deal if you win or lose. So just have fun with it. All right, so let's keep going. Let's fast forward some more. All right, so we're getting more BIAs. At this point, we have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 BIAs, and he has 8,000 eco at this point now. It's around 33, and he's got 8,200 eco, which is crazy. A lot of times I've played eco matches before, and maybe I just don't do as good of a job ecoing, and at the same time it's probably because my opponents, you know, rush against me. But 8,600 eco on round 33 is crazy. He's actually got so much money that he is already going for his first temple. And so here I ended up going for Ray of Dooms, and actually I don't think that he ever did rush me. I think I just went for Ray of Dooms for cleanup, and just to be able to take it late. And they did really well. But initially I really wanted to showcase the X4 dartling gunner, But I didn't, I guess I just didn't go for it just because I was going to go for a much later game than I thought. And so, let's see. Yeah, no, either way I did in the end. You did use the X4, like I said earlier. It was for being able to clean up a lot better, and they worked perfectly. The right side upgrade on the Dartling gunner helped out a lot to pop those the Moab class balloons, and the Ray of Dooms helped up with any cleanup. And right now we're ecoing, still trying to get as much money as we possibly can. That way we can rush and get more defense, because these are really expensive towers. And let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, let's count. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 BIAs, and we're still ecoing as well. So is he though. But we passed him in eco at this point, and we get really high up there in eco as well. I don't know how far he ends up going. I'm assuming at some point he just tries to save up as much money as he can. So let's fast forward some more. And this was a really good game. I actually genuinely enjoyed this one, just because it went pretty late, and you don't actually get late games from anybody anymore. Everybody always, you know, they pretty much spam the late game, and then they end up rushing you around 13. And you know, I mean, sure, it's cool because you're getting medallions and you're getting prestige and all that stuff and keys for your clan. But at the same time, I mean, if you're gonna claim you're gonna go late game, and your opponent actually, you know, brings a late game strategy, I say that you should, you know, really out of respect, you should, you know, give up and rematch them and genuinely give them your late game, just because that's really pretty much insulting if you don't. Like, you know, you're out here finessing people out of their medallions and their time, really. All right, so let's see, minute 20. Let's see, the ZOMGs are starting to come out, and I have a ton of Ray of Dooms, and he's already got 5 temples. And we're popping them, but we're popping them pretty late, and he's getting his done pretty early. There I wasted my lightnings as I still had them available. So let's see. Here's where I start going for the X4 upgrades on the Dartling gunners, and as you can see, they start popping the ZOMG layer a lot faster. So for instance, earlier they weren't popping until about the blue turn over here by the tunnel right here, if you can see it. Right now I think I'm gonna pop it right as they're up there at the top, so it helped out a lot, especially with the abilities. And I think later on I did have to damage boost as I wasn't building up enough defense, and I was just kind of going a little slower, but I wasn't really in a rush, and neither was he. So yeah, the game was really good. We have at this point 21,000 eco. He's still ecoing, and we're way past him. 827,000 income to be able to rush with and defend with. And he's got plenty of temples. He's got 7 temples now, and he is pretty much able to pop everything so much faster than I am. But here, yeah, just look at it. I'm just whenever I'm pointing all of my Dartling gunners at the ZOMG, I'm popping them a lot faster. So anyways, it's round 52 at this point. You know, we've took it as late as we can, and we start rushing, obviously, so that we don't end up struggling against his rush later on. And he does have temple. It's the strongest tower in the game, so we wanted to make sure that we could stand a chance and survive. So we rushed, and we're defending all of the AI coming in on our side, and our ZOMGs are getting really far in his end. But he does a really good job of defending, and with village he's able to boost his temples, so he was doing really good on his end as well. So this was in all it was a really good game. Shout out to Junuli, whoever you are. Thanks for playing the late game with me, and I really enjoyed playing with you. So yeah, pretty much this is the end of the video. We do end up taking the win, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe, like, and I promise to try and do a better job at putting out some content for you guys. I've just been a little busy after work and haven't had as much time to get videos recorded for you guys and whatnot, but I promise to do a much better job from now on and be posting more often. So enjoy the rest of the ending, and I'll catch you guys around. And of course, if you're interested, remember to join the Discord, and the link will be in the description below. Peace out.